Welcome to another Bukkit teacher tutorial. This time I'm going to show you how to install a band plugin called Glizer. This lets you global band, local band, see your server from a web browser. I'll show you later, so let's get started, I guess. First off, we're going to need the .jar file for the Glizer plugin. So we're going to open our web browser. I got mine right here. And head on over to plugins.bukkit.org. We've seen this page before in our recent tutorials. So let's search Glizer. Alright. Sorry if I'm going too fast, but my other videos have been very long, almost 20 minutes long. So I'm trying to get these videos done a little faster so you don't have to watch for 20 minutes. So now, once you've made it to Glizer page, you'll see another link. It says new version, and click on the dev.bukkit.org link, and this will take you to their developer page. You'll see all the information here. You can get the permissions and the commands and installation, which I'm showing you right now, but the commands and permissions, you can click on those and find the commands, how to use it, and the permission nodes, so you can add it to your permissions file. Now on the right hand corner you'll see two links, ticket and download. We want the download button, so go ahead and click on the download. And then you'll see the change log and the latest version. Go ahead and click download again in the right hand corner, and it will download. So it just got done downloading. Now we can minimize our browser, and now what we need to do is find the jar file. So let's go down to, alright, here's the glizer.jar file. So wherever you downloaded the jar file, go ahead and move it to your desktop or save it to your desktop. Now we want to open our Minecraft server folder right here. Now we want to open our plugins folder and transfer the Glizer .jar right into there. Just a second. Alright, now what we want to do is transfer the Glizer jar right into the plugins folder, and now you can see the jar files right there. Now to get the Glizer folder, we're going to want to restart the server, so go back to run.bat and run the server, or if you're my admin set up, you can go ahead and start the server or restart the server if it's running, and we have to wait until it's done, and we'll see the Glizer folder. There it is. So now you can go ahead and close down your server, and now you got the Glizer folder. Now go ahead and open that, and open the config file, and we're gonna go through this real quick. So you got all these options here. Announcing is the first label. Broadcast kick. This will broadcast when you kick someone from the server. It'll say Apache Killer has kicked Griefer 2000. Broadcast ban will do the same thing, but it'll just say Apache Killer has banned Griefer 2000. And then message reputation. This will show the reputation when somebody rates your server through the server commands. Broadcast warning. This will do the same thing as broadcast kick and stuff. It'll say Apache Killer has warned Griefer 2000. And you can go ahead and set that to true if you want. I usually keep it true, true, false, false. It works out pretty well for me. Now what we want to go down to is features. These are all the features that come with Glizer. Use profiles. This is the profiles. Glizer sets up profiles for each user on your server. Allows them to add friends, show the ratings, show their bans, show how long they have been on your server, and etc. Use the ban system. Obviously, you probably want to use that because it's the main point of the plugin. Use ratings. This allows people to rate your server, so I'd go ahead and leave that true as well. Use comments. People can leave comments about your server. Leave that as true as well if you want, but I would keep it as true. No harm in doing so. Now use whitelist. Now if you have a whitelist, I would enable this. I don't, so I'm going to leave it as false. But if you do have a whitelist, it's probably one of the best whitelists there is, because it's very easy to use, and I'll show you that later in the browser. Use events. I would keep this as false because it's very confusing to use, and I'm not for sure if it has full functionality yet. Use global blends. I would keep this as true, and I'll explain that a little bit more later. In the owner, you're going to want to add your name, Apache Killer. Use your Minecraft name, otherwise, otherwise people might not know who you are. Now the API key we'll come back to in a second. And now we have language. You can select your language. Now your server name. Type your server name here. I'm going to use Bukkit Teacher for teaching purposes. Alright, now we got that. You can turn debug mode on. This will just show the errors in the console if you're having errors with the plugin. So if you're having errors, enable that. You can just come back to that later. Now for the API key. Now to get our API key, we're going to have to open our web browser again and head over to glizer.net. As you can see, I'm on glizer.de, which is the same thing as glizer.net. It just redirects you to glizer.de. Now from here, you're going to want to, in the right-hand corner, you'll see the username and password fields. Right below it, you'll see login and register. Go ahead and click register. And for time purposes, I'm not going to show you how to do this, but it's very simple to set up a Glizer account. You just go to this server right here, and that's the IP right there. And you can just type in this command, and you have a Glizer account, basically. Now, once you've done that, you want to sign in. I'm going to go ahead and sign in. So once you've logged in, we're going to want to click on Add Server. And you want to go through and type all this stuff out. Your name is the name of your server, so go ahead and type your server name. Bukkit Teacher is my name, server name. Now the URL also means your IP, so go ahead and type your IP in this. That's mine right there. All right. Now I'll type in your. You can go ahead and add a website if you'd like. So, youtube.com/bukkitteacher, and then you can add a description, and you can add rules like 1. I can't press the 1. All right. You can add 1. No griefing. 2, have fun, and so on. You can add more and more. Now you can scroll down and you'll see advanced configuration. As it says, don't change anything if you don't know what you're doing and don't know how to use it. So I wouldn't suggest messing with this unless you know how to do it, and we're not going to mess with anything right now. So you can go ahead and press the save button, and it'll add the server. I've already added my server, so I'm not going to press save. But once you have, click on My Servers, and you'll see your server. Mine is the middle one. The other two are servers that I run. So go ahead and click on the your IP, and you'll see your server. Over here, you'll see all your server details, your website, how many slots you got, what version you're running, your description, and your rules. And right here, you'll have a line graph, shows you how many people are, how consistent your players are on. I'm going to go to my other server. You don't stay on your server. I'm just going to show you. It's better if I have this. So now we're on the same server. We're in the user section. This shows everybody that has been connected to your server. And you can sort by online time, so you can see who's been online the most. You can see who's been last seen, and you can sort by alphabetical order. And then you can see the stats down here. Mine aren't showing up for some reason, but I'm sure it will later. And now let's move on to the next page, ratings. This you'll have ratings here. If people give you ratings, you can rate it up to 5 stars, and then people can leave a comment about your server. And you got reputations. Now this will show everybody that has been banned on your server. So the first column, it shows who's banned. The second column shows the person that's been banned. Then the third column, which is nice, tells you why they've been banned. And then fourth column shows you the server, and then the time, and then how long the ban lasts, and then what type of ban. As you can see, these are all warned, so that means people have been warned. There's two different kinds of bans: global and local. Global means if you ban that person on your server, they'll be banned on all other Glizer servers. And then local ban will only ban the person from your server. And then you can go ahead and remove the ban if it was a mistake. Now you go to whitelist. Now this whitelist is great if you have a whitelist. People request to be on the whitelist by going to glizer.net and filling out why, and then they have to accept the rules, and they'll be added to the whitelist if you accept them, and the request will show up here. It'll say accept or decline. And now let's not go to fence. Ban shares. So you can share bans from another server, so that, say I want to add this server right here, just click add. So now everybody that's banned on the server will also be banned on my server. This is what ban shares means. And there's a whole list of servers here that you can choose from. So if you have a friend that runs a server on Glizer, you can also you can share bans. So that's about it. And as you can see right here, you can see how many people are on your server, and you can see who's on your server as well. Down here, online users. So that's about it for the Glizer tutorial. I hope you... Oh, also one more thing. The reason why I chose Glizer, because it has way more features than MC bans, way simpler to set up than MC bans. This is my own opinion, so if other people tell you different, don't think they're wrong. But I might think they're wrong. But you can go ahead and try out MC bans too. But I'd highly suggest Glizer over MC bans. So that's about it for this tutorial. I hope you guys subscribed, and also I've got a couple plugin requests for tutorials, so I'll be doing those very soon. For the people who requested them. So thanks for watching.